Hi guys, welcome to today's episode of the vlog series. Today we're going to talk to you about the questions that you should ask your employer or your prospective employer at the end of your interview. Okay, so it's really important to have some very good questions lined up for the end of your interview. In fact, it can really make a good impression on your employer. I know that lots of doctors think it can be a bit rude and that you might be wasting the consultant's time by asking them questions at the end of the interview, but actually it's a two-way street. They want to know that you're really interested, and one great way of showing that you are interested in the role is by asking lots of questions about the job itself, the hospital, the department, the people that you're going to be working with, and so on. Okay, so you want to make sure that the questions you ask are well prepared. Obviously what you don't want to do is go in and ask some really inappropriate questions. At this point, consider the people that you're asking the questions to. If you're asking a clinician questions that might relate to HR, things like about contracts or salaries, it might be inappropriate to ask that at this stage. So you want to be asking things about the job and the things that the consultant can tell you about that you maybe didn't know already. Also important, have a good read through the job description and find out a bit more about the hospital that you're interviewing for and the department beforehand, because of course you don't want to come across as though you haven't already done your own research. That said, when it comes to asking questions, you can really show that you're looking for a long-term career with the hospital by asking things like, what would the future hold for me in this role? What kind of training prospects are there? What might my first year, 2 years, 5 years look like? How can you support me in my career development? All those kinds of questions are really, really good to ask. Asking anything about future training or about educational supervisors and whether you'll get one. Stuff like that can be really, really important to ask. Finally, you could ask about the rota, the on-call commitments, the actual job itself, so you know the ins and outs of what you'd be doing day to day. Again, cross-reference it with the job description, which you may already have. You want to come across as though you're well researched, but at the same time, there may be things that weren't really clear in the job description, or that there's some flexibility within. You may also want to find out about the individuals that work in the department, so you could maybe ask the consultants about their own career development and how they've come through the ranks to where they are now. You could ask about the department itself and the equipment that they use, the procedures that they do, how big the hospital is and the department is, and how busy it is on a day-to-day basis, and what life's really like there. Any questions like that will come across really, really well, and they're important to ask in any interview. Okay guys, thanks so much for listening as always. If you've got any questions or there's anything you'd like to talk to us about, we'll put the contact details up at the end of the video, and we'd really, really like to hear from you.